Good morning, ducks!
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Duck Adventure for October the 14th. Doug's cracking because I've been here sitting here at my desk working. I'm just suiting up, guys. You can believe how cold it is. But anyways, Doug never sits in the kitchen in the mornings like this when I'm working, and he's cracking. He wants to come outside. Unfortunately, I can't. I gotta give him one more day of rest and see how he's doing. He's still got a limp. He did come down the stairs this morning a lot faster, like you could see, wasn't favoring his shoulder. But you know, I don't want to put him outside because I know what'll happen, because today it is nasty. It's only 5 degrees out, guys, and it's 8:43 and it's 5 degrees. But there is absolutely no wind right now, so I'm going out now to let the ducks out. We're going to get this happening, but I've got to get suited up with some layers of clothing because it's only 5 degrees. I can't believe this. And Sunday, they're calling for 22. This country is crazy. This part of the world is crazy when it comes to weather. So let me get ready. We're going to go out and let the ducks out. This should be a good rush this morning, and it should be actually some awesome footage with the drone. I'm really sorry, Doug, but you're going to be stuck in the house at least for today. Maybe tomorrow we'll let you out. He really wants to come, guys. This dog never sits here when I'm getting dressed. That's how much he's cracking. He doesn't want to lose the chance of going outside. But it ain't gonna happen. He ain't getting out today. You really want out, don't you?
Talk about impatient, guys. They're watching me here. I just fired the shotgun off, and they're all whipped up in a frenzy. I'm just getting the drone into position. But they're getting louder and louder here. They're impatient. So let me get this happening here, and we'll get the rush going. Because I'm being told, look at them, they're whipped up. The shotgun shells, they know. Look at them, more and more. Oh, it's going to be a good rush. Well, I just discovered something. I can't run my iPad with my winter gloves on. Oh boys, they're whipped up. It's supposed to rain today. I don't know what's going to happen here. Considering the weatherman's been calling for rain all week, guys, and we had, you know, that light rain the other morning. I don't know. We're in a serious drought. Not a good situation here. It's so loud. What an awesome crew of ducks. The lake was actually glass when I first looked outside. There's just an ever so slight breeze right now. No flyers this morning though. Oh, we got not Fabio, but Magoo. Here he comes. He's gonna follow his buddies to the water. I'm thinking he's going by sound. Yo, he's got an excuse. I don't know what the Muscovies are. Their excuse. Oh, our little gimpy ducks at the end here. Oh, little limpy. Okay, so what's going on down here? You know, yesterday they must have been drilling like crazy in the creek playing, because I can't believe that all the mud from the creek bed is gone, and we didn't have an increase in water here, guys, because it's still low. We didn't have enough rain, put it that way. Oh, they're really embracing this morning. Oh, there's that south wind they were calling for, just starting. I guess that's bringing in all the warm weather. I can't believe it's going to be 22 degrees on Sunday, considering how cold it is right now. All right, I'm going to go back and get the drone for some flyby action here. Okay, you're not gonna believe it, guys. I'm moving the cameras all around to get ready to do the drone flyby morning here, and all of a sudden the ducks just totally freak out, come into this clump, and I'm like, I got the shotgun ready. I thought something was going down. Muscovy was flying down here. As soon as the Muscovy landed, they calmed down. I didn't know what was going on. All of a sudden, this Muscovy like flew right over top of me and landed in front of me. And I'm here holding the shotgun, thinking, "Oh, what's going down?" Oh, man, these ducks, they keep you on your toes. You know, you can come out here half asleep and you wake up really fast. Okay, something really is going on here. All the ducks are just freaking right out. But I don't see anything in the water. The water's like glass, but like everybody just jumped out of the water here. And these ducks that went down the lake, they're coming back all freaked out. Something is agitating them here this morning. And there's not a ripple in the water anywhere. Like nothing. And the water's far too cold for a turtle. The only thing it could be is otters. Okay, well, the drone flying is on hold right now, guys, until these ducks relax. Because I got to be ready here just in case something's going down. This group of ducks, I think, is oblivious to what's just happened here at this end. They were the ones that just swam down from the other end. These guys are getting back in the water. I'm going to wait a couple seconds before I fire up the drone here, just in case. I got to go on shotgun ready to shoot stance here. The ducks just might have been just jittery here, because there's nothing. I've just stood here for the last like 7-8 minutes. There's not a ripple in the water. I know one thing, the water's a lot colder. My feet, I can feel the cold of the mud right through my rubber boots. There's no way there's a turtle in the water. It's like if there was something, it had to be an otter, and it ain't showing its face. Nothing, absolutely nothing. All right, let's get this this flyby happening here. All right, it doesn't look like the ducks are going to give us much of a show here today, guys. This freaking peak we had here has taken the fun out of it. They're already starting to get out of the water, and nobody has gone down the lake. They're already starting to get out. Whatever freaked them out this morning, it ruined their excitement of being down here, unfortunately. That just sucks. I'm telling you guys, it was like something was here. They like totally freaked. I thought for sure something was. Just the way the whole flock moved, because they moved at an unbelievable pace. Like there's some of them here that are out. Not a lot. I know one thing. I got a winter glove on one hand here, and it's making it difficult to run the controller. And I got one hand with no winter glove on, which is the hand that's really cold right now. But there's nobody down the lake at all. Not a duck. So here's the big question I got, and answer in the comments below, guys. If I was filming right now, and an otter attacked a duck, and I had to make a decision. Do I put the controller down and just go for the shot, as in take the shotgun and try to nail him? Or do I sacrifice a duck and capture the footage with a drone? So that's the question of today to be answered in the comments. I'm curious, and I'm not going to tell you what I would do, but I want to know what, as a fan, what you would like me to do in a situation like that. I think some of you that have watched me over the years, you know what I would do. But I would like your opinion, your input on this, what you think I would do. Yeah, they're not too excited this morning. Not a lot of swimming action here. Yeah, the morning freaking peak screwed them up. Totally. They're already starting to become land ducks already. We'll see what the weather has in store for us today. Maybe I'll come back down this afternoon if it gets nice, or if it just doesn't rain. Or I look out and I see the ducks, swimming in the water. But then again, if I come down this afternoon and they're asleep, we already know that they'll wake up and start swimming for us. Because I am planning on setting the tripod up down here, but I'm just waiting for a confirmed nice weather situation. We're not exactly having the best weather to leave camera equipment out. They are playing around here, but not really excited. The south wind is really picking up now, though. Like, it's really picking up. I'm feeling in the back of my neck here, which is a good thing. It means the weatherman's right, and we're going to get a bunch of nice warm weather coming. But they say rain, like just solid rain. Finally, we need so much water. I'm hoping we got a ton of snow this winter. I mean, lots. We need like 5-6 feet of snow minimum, just to catch up to what's happened here this year. It's damn near catastrophic, actually. I don't even know how the farmers had crops grow this year. But I can't believe it. Look at this, guys. They've got the creek wide open again. They must have been drilling crazy yesterday. I'm starting to have maneuvering problems, guys. The wind's picking up. We're getting these gusts of wind that are coming in that are causing the drone to go in directions that I'm not telling it to go. I'm not kidding you. I just wasted like 10% of the battery trying to get the drone to turn around because it kept going in the wrong direction because of the wind. Which you won't see because I will edit it all out. But just to let you know that I just struggled. Oh, they're starting to go for a swim here. Of course, I'm almost out of battery. And now they're going to go for a swim. Are you touring ducks? There was a fairly good group went for a swim down the lake. It's really a shame that I had to drop what I was doing and go on shotgun duty. Because they did go down a fair stretch down the lake. Well, they are having fun. Listen to it. We got duck mating going on. Oh, now we got a crew going down. Well, I'm down to low battery here. They're so calm with the drone. I'm not even 2 feet above them, guys. I had to go up about 5 feet there. The wind was starting to grab it. It seems the wind is swirling around here right now. It's not exactly the best conditions considering how nice it was when I first came out. Alright, I gotta come home. Just being a drone pilot thing, guys. I'm having a good learning curve. I'm telling you. The software this time didn't give me the 10-second warning that it was coming home, and I don't know why, because I got it set for the 10-second warning to come up on the screen. I even had my my winter glove off so I could touch the the screen with my finger on the iPad. I ended up having to override it to get it to come to land. It was just bizarre. I'm having operator issues here, but we're catching some good footage. I gotta go eat. My gut is killing me. I need some food really, really bad. I gotta get my edit done, and then I'm gonna come back out here. Hopefully the weather cooperates with us today, and we can get some more action happening with these ducks. They're really loving this, and I don't think anything was here. I think the ducks freaked me out just to freak me out, because we haven't seen an otter in so long. Like, I'm trying to think, you know, the last time I took the shot at it there, I've taken quite a few shots at otters this year, you know, when they're going after the ducks, and I know otters, they're not stupid, you know, they leave. So I can't see them coming back now running the gauntlet of lead, you know, or steel shot actually, but, you know. And the coyote, I'm thinking after Doug did his thing that, you know, we're good for at least a week. I think the coyote, when he came the other day, was shocked that there was a big dog here. He thought that he was getting his way. Poor Dougie though. Oh man, I feel sorry for that dog. He really wants to come out so bad and work. That's all he wants to do. This morning, guys, laying in the bed, he was at the end of the bed, eh? And I sleep with my window wide open, which faces the duck pen, and so he can hear and smell everything in the yard. It's like almost like sleeping outside, because the windows and the doors are wide open. And the dog like just goes from dead asleep to like springboards up, and he's sitting and he's looking, and like it's like you could just look like the proud look on his face that, you know, he's like watching what's going on, and he wants to go out there. And it's like it's sad because I can't let him go out because he'll just hurt himself, make himself so gimp. Like, actually, this last gimpness, worst I've seen him yet, you know. But the dog just wants to work, and but it's so nice to see, you know, he's here, he's dead to the world, sleeping on the bed, like out cold. Like you call his name and he won't even respond, eh? But just all of a sudden the ducks will make a noise in the pen that he, you know, associates with a problem, and I guess maybe he smells something, and it's like boom, he's up sitting there in the bed. Like well, he jumps up so quick you can't sleep through it. The whole bed shakes, you know, and then you look up and there's this massive dog sitting on the end of the bed looking out the window, just rigid. It's an amazing sight. Unfortunately, it's dark in the room, and yeah, I can't even turn the camera on for you. Anyways, I got enough rambling here. I'm gonna go and have my third coffee and have something to eat. I got my hands full, guys. We're gonna go down and wake the ducks up. They look like they just woke up. The sun just came out. I don't know what's going on. It's like he's saying it's going to rain, but it hasn't. Anyways, we're going to go down and wake the ducks up. And I'm going to walk down here with a lot of stuff in my hands. I don't have my shotgun, so I'm just hoping nothing happens. I'm noticing my back is sore, and I'm thinking it's because I'm wearing the shotgun so much. I think I actually put my back out the other day. Oh, they're ever quiet. Hello, ducks! Oh, they're starting to wake up. Wake up, ducks! Come on in, Miss Scobie. You're being awful lazy. Get up. They were all snoozing. All right, well, let me get into position here. I'm thinking they're going to give us a show, guys. When you know what, I was up at the house. There wasn't any wind. And as soon as I get down here, the wind picks up. So I don't know how this is going to turn out, guys. But I know I've woken the ducks up. They're starting to swim here. So maybe we'll get something happening here. I was inside editing, and I thought, I gotta take a break. I'm trying to get another episode up tonight because I want to get a double header up so that I don't get behind on the show. And thanks, guys, for donating, but we're still a piece away. I'm going to update by tonight. I'll have all the offline donations added to the GoFundMe page, and I'll have basically everything added up and the running total of what I've spent so far, so you can see what's going on. They're getting loud here. Okay, they've gotten all the mud gone, guys. Look at that. They've opened up the whole creek, which they must be chewing the mud up. That's the only thing that makes any sense. Because we haven't had any rain. It was a sprinkle and it wasn't really rain. All right, they're waking up here. I have woken the beast. Well, let's see if they'll do some swimming for us here. Okay, guys, I don't think the ducks are going to go for a swim for us here. I'm thinking I got to chase them because they're not interested in going in the water, and there's nothing here. I'm going to walk over here, and I'm going to see if I can get them to go in the water. This is ridiculous. I'm down here and I thought for sure that I would end up waking them up. All right, ducks, yep, start moving. Go to the water. Put a show on for us. I don't believe these ducks today. This is ridiculous, guys. Now there is a little bit of a wind, but it's not bad. Like, I've had a lot worse times down here trying to fly. I don't believe this. And, you know, I haul all the equipment down here thinking, okay, yeah, you know, they're gonna give us a little bit of a show. Like, I've got the drone right above their heads. Come on, ducks. Alright, well, this is sad. Alright, I'm gonna try something, guys. I'm gonna see if I can force them in the water, and then we'll start this process over again, because this isn't working. It's not working at all, actually. Yeah, they're for some reason. It's sad, actually. I can't believe this, but it is pretty nice out right now. I don't believe this, man. This is sad. They won't go out and play for us. Like, I'm not kidding you guys. I'm 18 inches above their heads. Oh, okay, we got some movement happening here. I just don't get it. Like, look at this. They're not interested in doing anything. Okay, well, let's see if I can get them to get off this side of the creek. I'm going to go over to the edge of the bulrushes here, and we're going to do some tight flying here. get them to move. Come on, ducks. I'm using the drone to herd them, guys. Oh, I'm getting a little too close to the ground here. The drone wants to land now because I'm getting so close to the ground. Come on, move. Move. Oh, I don't believe this. It's pretty bad, you know, when you got to use the drone to move the ducks. Come on, ducks. Okay, they're, guys, I'm not kidding you. Less than a foot away from the ducks. They're not phased at all. I actually had to lay off the control because they were playing chicken with the drone. Oh, I gotta go back up here. I'm not kidding you guys. Like, oh, I wish I had a camera to show you how close it was. Put it this way. It's so close that, like, oh, it looks pretty like a prop could hit their head. That's how close. And the ducks are just standing there. Like, look at them. I'm 2 feet above the ducks. 2.5 feet. And they won't move. This is just ridiculous. Ducks, like, come on. I know you're cool with the drone, but it's a little bit. Oh, it's just too much, actually. I can't believe it. Oh man, these ducks are seriously laid back today, guys. We're talking some serious lazy action going on here. Serious lazy action. Oh, look at the feathers flying up. That's how close to the ground I am with the drone. And they won't even move. I'm thinking if I had to do an emergency landing right now, I could land right in between the ducks. Alright, I'm going to bring the drone back here and I'm going to do a little bit of prodding, and I'm going to get them off the land here, see if we can get them into the water and get a little bit of duck action instead of this land stuff. This is ridiculous. I could do this with the big camera. I want to get some water footage, guys. Come on, cooperate. Alright, I'm going to land this thing. I don't believe it. You know, this is a job for Doug. This is exactly a job for Doug. If Doug was down here, they would all get off the ground and they would be in the water. But I can't bring Doug down here because he's actually on the couch sleeping. That's where the dog's been for 2 days, on the couch. He's not supposed to be on the couch, but because he's hurt, I let him away with it. But I can't get the ducks to go in the water. So I'm going to basically chase them and we'll see if we can get some water action. Well, walking over there is too dangerous to get those guys in the water. I have cleared this side, but I know what's going to happen. They're just going to get right back out of the water on me here. I really wish I had Doug here right now, guys. Oh man, he would have them all swimming. They wouldn't be doing what they're doing right now to me. And it's absolutely gorgeous out. Like, it's a nice day. The wind is, you know, it does pick up and it dies down, but it's not really bad. But I can't get them to go out in the water and swim for me. Oh, there's Billy. Oh, look how small Billy is. Look at the size of that duck compared to the ones around it. You're a little tiny thing, duck. I'm gonna chase them a little bit more and see what I can do here. This is ridiculous. Man. Oh, I know I said it before, guys, but I wish I had Doug with me right now. He'd make short work of this. We wouldn't have Muscovy sleeping out here in the swamp, that's for sure, if Doug was here. Yep, ducks, that's the idea. Get swimming. The problem is, right now I'm blindly walking around here chasing ducks, and I've almost stepped in a couple holes because I'm not watching where I'm stepping because I'm chasing ducks. Okay, it looks like we got something happening here. Back to the drone. I don't believe this. Oh man. You wouldn't believe how much running back and forth I've done here, guys. I had the camera running, but you ain't gonna see the footage. All right, ducks. They came back into the creek on me. This is very frustrating today, guys, because they're not cooperating. Not cooperating at all, actually. Like, totally not cooperating. Like, look at this. I don't believe what they're doing to me here. I don't believe it today. Oh man, I was up at the house going, oh, it's so nice out. I can get some footage of the ducks, you know, being ducks. And total non-cooperation. I just don't believe this. Come on out, ducks, and play. See, the morning is the best, because we're so hyped. And sometimes in the afternoon, like the last couple of afternoons I've been coming down here, and they get all hyped up and, you know, put a good show on. And they're just not doing it today. Really not doing it, actually. I don't believe it, actually. Oh, ducks. You can't win with animals. The joys of working with animals. Yeah, they're not into this at all today. At all. Like, all they want to do is sleep. It's sad. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to go back to the house and do some work. Get my edit done so you guys can have an episode tonight, so I don't get behind. I really do. I wish I could catch right up. This is ridiculous. Like, look at this. They just refuse to go for a swim. Yeah, this is a washout here. Total washout. Okay, they're not even liking the drone now, guys. Yeah, I think they want me to leave them alone. I think that's what it is. They don't want to be bothered right now. They're doing their afternoon chill. And I'm just screwing up their afternoon chill. Alright, well, I get the hint when I'm not wanted. Yeah, I'm really not wanted actually. Alright, ducks, you win. I quit. That's it, folks. I'm back down here, guys. I don't know what's going on. The ducks did their playing this morning. Had that ever since that freaking peak this morning. They haven't been the same. They've just been relaxing. Not a lot of swimming activity. Like they're playing in the little pools of water in the mud here. Like those areas right there. Actually, the areas that I fell in earlier this year. And that's it. You know, they're sticking right inside the shoreline. It's like they're afraid of the water. The only thing I can think of is the wild ducks landing, because when I was walking back down here, 2 wild ducks took off. That's the only thing that makes any sense why the ducks aren't swimming out, you know, along the shoreline or even out in the lake at all. They're just sticking in this area. When I was doing chores, this group came back and had a snack. They heard me emptying the feed bags and then they came back. Now they filled their bellies, they're going back to the lake. But it's about 4:30, I think, right now, around there. You know, October, when the ducks get mature like this, they really are quite entertaining, guys. I walk around the yard doing things and I just stop and stare at them. Because they're cute. That's the bottom line. They're just cute ducks. And we have so many cute ones. I'm really leaning towards this idea that I have of doing a pretty close to a complete, I guess we call it cast change on the Duck Adventure, and just have nothing but a whole bunch of really cute females. I'm thinking like 80 cute females, you know, like really cute females, and just you have no males. That way, you know, the females aren't getting abused all winter, because they do get abused. You know, there's always that one or two ducks that, you know, that are filthy all winter, and it's because the males are, you know, doing their deed all winter on it. I think it would really knock down the stress levels in the barn, especially during lockdowns. And the fact that we're not going to have any male geese, you know, because that male goose that we have he's going in the freezer. The only thing I'm keeping are the 3 females that I have, because I'm going to look for a new male, hopefully a Chinese goose male this winter. I'm thinking that we're just going to have a pure 100%, except for the Muscovies, the new Muscovy males we have. That'll be it. That'll be the only males that we'll have. Take a lot of pressure off the flock, you know? A lot of pressure. And Fabio. I keep Fabio. I don't know. Maybe, you know, we might get a little bit of inbreeding because of Fabio, but, you know, one isn't the end of the world. Because Fabio is pretty good looking duck, man. He's a beast, a handsome beast. But I'm gonna go and start my well, not start, but I'm gonna continue my edit that I'm doing, because I really want to get another episode up for tonight, so that I can get back on schedule here. Because last night, that late episode, I was editing really late last night with that sound problem I had yesterday. That totally screwed up my day. Totally screwed it up. I'm really hoping that the sound today is better. I know right now, like I had to turn down the master volume by 2 decibels. For some reason, it's really, really loud. I don't know what's going on. I've never had that problem with this mic. The guys at Rode said I might have to send them back. They are under warranty, and I might have to send them to Montreal to get checked out. Which is, you know, I might end up doing that if the problem persists. There's that really cute duck again with the blonde head. Okay, the ducks just did a freak out, guys, and there's nothing there. That's why the camera went sort of screwy there, because I wasn't looking where I was pushing it, or pointing it, I mean. I'm looking out at the water, and there's nothing there. The ducks just lost it for no reason. Unlike if it was an otter, I'd see. Well, first of all, because the water is so shallow right now that I know for a fact, because I saw it this year, when the otters were swimming underneath the water, it was like a ripple on top of the water, because the water's not deep enough for them to get down enough that it doesn't cause any turbulence on top. The only thing it could be is a turtle. And right now the water is ice cold. Like, the sun's not even strong enough during the day, guys, for a turtle to come out of the water and heat himself up. Because that's what they have to do when it's really cold like this. You know, they have to come out of the water and sit in the sun and warm themselves up. And the sun's not even warm enough to do that right now. Like, the turtles are, they're getting ready for winter. Unless there is a turtle here, you know, and he just hasn't gone away yet, and he's moving so slow because the water's so cold that he can't grab a duck. He's here, and he's doing something in the water, but he's just not fast enough to grab a duck. Because the colder they get, the slower they get, you know. That's the way reptiles are. Snakes, turtles, and frogs. It gets cold, they get really slow. And the fact that they're still, I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe they're paranoid ducks. All right, I gotta go and finish my edit. And hopefully tomorrow will be a better day, and we'll get some action here on the lake with the ducks. But they're so relaxed. Dougie putting the run on that coyote the other day, guys. The ducks have been totally calm since then. I'm thinking we've had nothing here. Except that one night, you know, the poor little ducky that went missing. I'm thinking that night the coyote had a duck snack, and that's why he was back the next day. Maybe tomorrow we'll let Doug out. See how his shoulder is. Dog's snapping inside. He's cracking, actually. He thinks he's in trouble. Doesn't understand. He comes to when I'm getting ready to go out, and he comes up and he's like, looks at me like, why? It's like, he honestly, guys, it's like his eyes look at me, and it's like, oh, it's the saddest look, and he plays it up so well, because and the thing is that when he comes outside, because he's been inside for so long, he's got all this pent-up energy, which you'll see tomorrow. We'll let him out, and it'll just be total anarchy. He'll be running around crazy with the ducks, mark my words. Speaking of animals that have spent the day inside, little Stripper hasn't come out of the building, guys. She's been inside here all day. Stripper, what are you doing? You know, that duck, man, I don't know. I'm lost for words with it, because I don't understand. It's not friendly towards me at all. I can't go near it. It freaks out. Like, how long is it going to take for this duck to get used to me? Oh man, it's so pathetic walking. Poor little duck. She was in here this morning, and she's still in here. She hasn't come outside. I think she's just coming out now to have something to eat and a drink. She's having some downtime, I guess. She's a cute little duck. All right, we're going to do a mail time here because I went to the post office when I went in to get the feed run, and I screwed up because I had something coming from Amazon, and I thought this was it, and I opened it and I didn't pay attention. It's from a fan, and I know there was an Amazon thank you thing in it, a little card where you could send thank you, which I did, but I can't find the envelope today. I honestly, I'm so sorry. I don't know who sent this. I know I did reply to you on the Amazon link on the thank you. Unfortunately, they're too small for Doug because it says 110 pounds and Doug's 135. So I don't know. I don't want to open them and find out they're too small for Doug. I don't know what to do here. Just to waste them, open them, and then find out that they're too small. There's a big difference between 110 pounds and 135 pounds on a dog. Because I know Doug is a 3XL, sometimes 4XL. But they're a paw, some kind of paw saver. Oh, I don't know. I might cut them open. I just don't want to waste the package. We'll see. I'm torn on this, guys. I hate opening things that I think that are not going to work, because then it's like you can't do anything with it. You know, it becomes garbage. But there's some kind of paw disposable pad saver rigmajig. I don't even know how they would stick on a dog. I don't know how they'd even last on Dougie, actually, running the bush. It's got to be some crazy kind of adhesive. So whoever sent them, thank you. I know I said thank you in the Amazon link, but I am sorry I threw the envelope away. What do we got here? And she's from New York. What do we got? Oh, okay, duck slippers. Oh, I don't believe this. Look at this. That's so cute. But they're too small for me. I can't wear them. Let me try. They don't look big enough for my feet. No. No, they're not. Actually, they don't, well, they are slippers, but they're for small feet. I can't even get my toes in them. They are really cute, though. Oh, chocolates. Oh, now that's how you get right to me, guys. Right there. That's the secret chocolate. All right, we got a note. So her name is Shelly B on YouTube, and she's a hardcore fan. Now, these are really cute. I just wish they were my size. I'd wear these in a flash. But they're really, really small feet. What a shame. But the chocolates, though, oh, they're my right size. Okay, the next thing I have here is from Rosalia. She sent me the bug zapper, and I knew this was coming. I didn't open it when I got it. I got the box actually about a week ago, and I saved it for today. So I've got some hardcore Dominican Republic coffee. Right on. Exactly what the duck adventure needs. Coffee. Right on. Thank you so much, Rosalia. That's right. Freaking on. I love coffee from the Caribbean and South America. That's another way to get right to my heart. Coffee and chocolates. The way to get me, guys. Hint, hint. All right, guys. So that's the duck adventure mail time today, and once again, I'm really sorry that I threw the envelope away, and I wish I knew who the name was that sent me these. Unfortunately, they're too small for Doug, but thank you for the thought, though. Thanks, guys. Oh, hang on, guys. There's a fifth one underneath the packing. Why would Amazon put a chunk of foam, some serious foam too, in the box? So we got five coffees. That's even better. Right on. The dog thinks he's coming out. I let him out earlier. You're not going to believe it, guys. I let him out, I think, when I got back in from the swamp and after I did my chores there this afternoon. Might have been about 4:30, 4:45. And he went outside and laid on the front deck and didn't move. Now he wants out, though. because he hears the ducks. Oh, I know why, duckies. You hear the ducks out in the yard, eh? You want to go out, don't you? Really bad. Yes, I love you too. But you're not coming out until I put the ducks in the pen. That's going to happen first, because I got to keep you under control. Because we don't want 2 days of rest and recovery to go to waste. Do we, Doug? Let's go do the rounds here. I've got my winter coat on, guys. I dug it out of the closet. All right, ducks, time to go in. So I really should grab the big camera to tell you guys this so you can see it in my face, but I wasn't going to share it at all actually with you. I'm going through some depression, and it's I noticed it yesterday or the day before. I don't know what it was. My energy levels started going down, and I thought, maybe it was just I was working hard, but it isn't that. And I figured out what it was today, this afternoon, when I was down in the swamp trying to get the ducks to go in the water, and they wouldn't cooperate, the little buggers. And I can't believe it's already happening to me, but I'm getting depressed because the ducks are leaving. And right now, guys, I'm lost for words, actually. I'm not good at bearing my soul on this kind of stuff. I've shared a lot of things on this channel, but I feel strange, sharing this one. I'm going through this before it even happens, because, I've shared that I've gotten depressed, after the ducks have left, but I'm screwed up and they're not even gone yet, which is bad, because I really should be embracing and enjoying, as much as I can right now of them. And here I'm getting all depressed that they're not going to be here soon. Oh, there's 13 days, guys. 13 days. That was the thing. I was in the swamp and I was walking back, and I was thinking about, it's 13 days and they'll be gone. And the thing is that it happens so fast. It's like when that truck shows up here and they take them away, it's like it's instant. It's like, it's like turning a light switch off. Oh, the skunk's back. Holy mackerels. He's really close too. Oh, there's Magoo. I was going to go down to the swamp to look for you. Thanks for being up here. Saved me the trip. That's actually why I have the headlamp on the pivot heads, because I was planning on going to the swamp to get you, you little rascal. Oh, Magoo, in you go. That duck is clueless. This winter we won't have to worry about Magoo causing problems with the females. I don't think he'll be able to find anything. And I'm really leaning towards this having more females and no males this year, except for Fabio, because I really like Fabio. Okay, ducks. In you go. Huh. Oh, there's a little speedy train going in. Except we got one here. This one's thinking of going the other way. Why would you go this way? Oh man. See these males, the three males on the other side? They're screwing her up. Come on, duck, wrong direction. Go towards the light. All right, there you go. That's so funny. The female was looking at those three males and through the wire, and it's like, oh, I gotta get to you. I'm gonna go the other way. All right, guys. So that's the bearing of my soul that I'm going through a pre-depression right now, because the ducks are going to leave, and they're not even gone yet. And that's what I'm going through right now. That's why, and that's the reason why there's going to be no episode tonight, because I'm sort of like half here, half not, and I'm having a hard time editing. And I think some of it is because, you know, like I was down in the swamp today trying to get some more footage, and I'm trying to capture so much before they leave. Because right now, you know, they're at the awesome stage, you know, where there's so many of them that are mature and they're doing their thing, and it's a good show, and then bang, someone's going to turn the light switch off. I gotta go let my dog out. He needs to go to the bathroom. Hey, dog. Oh, you're in the back room. No, dog. Don't even think of it. Just go to the bathroom. No, not that way. You better be going to do a bowel movement. He's due for one, actually, because... Yeah, he's going there to do that. All right, good. Yeah, I let him out at, like, it was like about 4:30, 5 o'clock. I let him out, guys. And he just laid down on the front deck and went to sleep. And I was like, dog, you've been inside for 2 days. 2 days. And doesn't go to the bathroom. How do you go 2 days without going to the bathroom? All right. Well, he's gone deep into the bush to have a bowel movement. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's having a number 2. Because yesterday I let him out and he wouldn't do anything. He came outside, sat down, he wouldn't do anything. But that's all because, you know, when I rescued him, you know, the people that had him before me, you know, like he spent the first 17 months of his life inside, and he only went outside once a day for 10 minutes, you know, and I remember them bragging to me that you only had to go outside for 10 minutes once a day. They thought that was a good thing, guys. Believe it or not. And you look at the life this dog has now. And he's cracking being inside. Dougie's. Hey, do you feel better? Come on. No, Doug. Doug, come on. I know you got some serious energy right now. Come on. Come on. You goof. What a dog. Doggies, you wouldn't want to be stuck inside all the time, would you? No, get away from the fence, you goof, it's on. Rub against that, you'll be running to town. His limp seems a little better, but a couple more days of rest. And then he can come out and do himself in again. Come on. Come on. We're going to give your feet just a little bit of a rinse here, just in case you stepped on some duck poop. Come on. It's the skunk you can smell, isn't it? Here. We're just going to do your feet. Because you're going to go on the couch again, and I really don't want duck poop on the couch. All right, there you go. Oh, dog. Come on.
And don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends, and enjoy the show.